Mike Hamilton with you, Toyota, just coming on here to talk about getting a new car in today's market, especially with Toyota. Matter of fact, a lot of manufacturers under this same issue. What you're looking behind me is my only brand new car for sale on the lot. I'll be right back. So market conditions are changing rapidly in the car business, something I've never seen. There's been supply demand issues in the past with some of the more senior people around here. General manager's been in the business for over 20 plus years. There's a few salesmen that have been around for a while. But anyways, I'm dealing with the worst car crisis I've seen in my career in car sales, which goes back to 2014. Apparently when Japan had their big tsunami in 2011, they had a huge issue. 2008 with the stock market crash, and again around 2001 with the Twin Towers terrorist act that happened there. But we are dealing with basically the worst car situation. There's all kinds of issues in supply chain, in manufacturing right now. Toyota and other manufacturers can't get cars built. Primarily what we hear is, if you've been watching in the market, is the microprocessors that they build. And apparently what's going on is these microprocessors are antiquated, especially with the General Motors product. And the manufacturers who build these things don't want to build the old antiquated one. They want to build this new one that's more profitable, it's much smaller. That the manufacturers have to switch their vehicles to get them up and running to this new chip. And it's not really a shortage of these chips, it's a shortage of the old chips that the manufacturer's not going to build. And they're not saying you can't get those, but they want to charge more money for them. And then there's people that are looking at the profitability and not buying these chips. And I hear like some of the manufacturers are, but again, there's going to be a slow process of switching over to this new chips. And then there is other supply chain issues. As you know, everything in the world has gone up in price, so it's making it very difficult for manufacturers. And I don't understand this completely, but why I'm on here today is if you want a brand new car, you need to be starting your search months earlier. You don't just nowadays walk into a store and say, I want this ABC car and this trim package with these colors and these features, and there it is sitting on the lot. I think car buying for a long time, if not the future, is going to be buying cars off of pieces of paper, off a website, waiting for it. General Motors, Ford already do this, where you can order your car. I've watched a couple other YouTubers that takes up to 8 months, 10 months to get a vehicle. I'm considering that. I'm considering the Ford Mach-E. If I want one, I'm looking at like 30 weeks to get it, if it comes in that amount of time. Another guy I watched, Dave B sells Chevys, talking about making deliveries of vehicles that he placed orders 10, 11 months ago for. So Toyota doesn't allow that. They do what's called allocations. They expect dealers to trade. That's the normal process that's happened in the past, but when there's no inventory, there's no trading going on. So stores either want something way better back, or they're just not willing to trade at all to get the right thing. And then also too, some of those stores are charging exorbitant addendums on hard to get vehicles. Now, I'm not against the addendum, but I'm against the addendums that are exorbitant, and so is the manufacturers. And manufacturers are punishing dealers that are charging excessive addendums on vehicles. And Ford and General Motors Chevrolet has been cracking down on that stuff, and they will deduct vehicle allocations from these stores to punish them. So if they start charging 10,000 over sticker or more for, you know, like those Broncos are one of the big hot ones going on right now. Anything hybrid or electric's really hot right now. That they're going to take away vehicles for that. I would say try to support your local dealerships if they're not charging you excessively over sticker, if they're charging you at sticker. Work with them. You know, that usually we're loyal to our local customers. Customers are going to come in here and do business at our store and use our service department. Going to tell friends and family, come buy from our store. We're going to take care of you. We're not selling our vehicles to out-of-market customers unless the vehicle is here and for sale on the ground, like that red Highlander you saw in the beginning of this video. So we won't sell a vehicle out of an allocation or out of a transit vehicle. And we're going to keep these few vehicles we have for our local customer base. Support your local dealer. If they're not very good, then do some homework, find yourself the vehicles that you're looking for, especially with Toyota here. There's a bunch of stores, and you can find other stores that are going to be fair at their pricing, and understand that like the old days are gone, that you need to be out there 3-4 months, maybe even 6 months early, getting yourself and get your name out there, working with a salesperson, having a contact, somebody like me that can work with you in your local market, that will keep you up to date and abreast of all the situations and tell you what's available, and being flexible that you're not going to get every single item and thing that you want like you did in the past. You're not going to come out and find 10 limiteds in every color and every little option and stuff. That does not exist anymore. So anyways, that's just my market update. As we have one brand new vehicle, we do have quite a few pre-owned vehicles, but we're in this market right now, and we're going to ride it out until it gets better. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.